Hi, we are reading together. In my horrible English, my new method for Alto recorder, we are at page 32. Now you have another rhythm to learn, a crochet followed by a quaver rest and a quaver note. For a listener, the effect is very similar to a dotted crochet followed by a quaver. For this new rhythm, as for the previous and future ones, it is very useful to try and to do it first without the recorder, just clapping your hands and pronouncing the syllables. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. As you can see, the difference is not big difference. Instead, sound a little longer, there is this silence. But the problem is not to do the silence, the rest. The problem is to do the quaver, the second note. I repeat again. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And 133 you will see it's very similar. Bar 1 and bar 5, bar 2 and bar 6. 1, 2. And 134, 1, 2. Probably you recognize the quotation of Eine kleine Nacht Musik. Etc. etc. 135 we have a theme with 3 variations. Now we know more notes, so the variation could be more interesting. 1, 2. No, I make a mistake. I'm sorry. Start variation first again. 1, 2. As you can see, when there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 variation, the music becomes each step more complicated. The variation is like a drawing. You have a simple drawing, simple. You put something more, and then more, and then more and more. At the end, you have a page full of color, and this is the last variation, normally. Allemande by Claude Gervais, published in 1557. We don't know if Gervais was a composer of if is something that listen music performed by folk musician. Surely it was the man that organized this music and transcribed this music for quartet, recorder, viol, trumpet, quartet. And now we have just the first line, the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have something interesting in the first bar for 136. The graphic, how the music is written, is completely different from what we listen. For example, the A seems another things in relationship between G, F, E, D. G, F, E, D seems together and A seems aligned. But this is just a graphic solution. If you listen to music, the A is perfectly together with G, F, E, D. Not only, but second bar, first note E, it seems a note alone, a note alone. P in the desert, alone. No, this is the last note of the melody. Ta-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. And they are all together, these notes. Did you listen some separation, some difference? No. Two, 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 two. The last one is longer, but longer happen after. If I play very slow, the E is longer, but after the beginning of E is exactly the same of the note before. I play in normal speed. So we need a way of writing music, and this is the way that they have invented and made better in the century. But this way is very good for many things, but it's very bad for other things. We see something and we have to do something little different. 137, London Bridge is falling down. Lovely children's tune. 1, 2, 3, 4. And something German, but from France, Alsace. Hans in Schnackenloch. 138. 1, 2, 3, 4. tune below is a very famous French canon. It is much loved by people hiking to the woods or in the mountains. Vent frais, vent du matin, vent qui souffle au sommet des sapins. Ta ra 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 ra. Now I play normally without canon, but it's lovely canon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Etc., etc. It doesn't finish. It's infinito. O Susanna, famous American music. The text I think is not so good, but the music is lovely. 1, 2, 3. And now, chapter 4. Low G, Sol basso, and low F. Don't forget that very gentle breathing and tonguing are vital to clean, unbroken production of the lower note of the recorder. Low G and low F are the lowest note in the alto recorder, and you may well find them difficult to play. Remember to check these 3 things. First, all holes must be closed perfectly, but without pressing too hard. Second, the strength of the breath must be carefully controlled, because if you close very well the holes but you breathe too much, you will broken not the instrument but the note. The tonguing also must be carefully controlled, because if the holes are very well closed, if the breath is okay, but you make a tonguing puff to start, you will broke the note. If you neglect just one of these elements, you will crack the note. Crack also. So don't be discouraged if it takes a long time before you overcome problems with these 2 notes, especially F. G is not so difficult, but F is very difficult. First, some tune for you to practice playing a low G. What happened? When I play a C, I use all the finger of the left hand. Okay, now, without worrying which note is or what, can we close the index of the right hand, and then the medium, and then the ring finger? I'm not tonguing, just breathing. And then the little finger. So, without tonguing, just moving the finger, if you make these 5 notes one after the other, legato. The first note, the second note doesn't exist, but in this moment is not important for us. It's important that we understand that we have to close this finger, and the note are just making with ear and finger. I repeat again, starting from a C, and then closing the index, medium, ring finger and little finger, legato. We can try to study each movement separated. For example, we can study a C, so all the left hand close, and moving just the index of the right hand. Okay, now we close this index. This note doesn't exist. It's not B flat, it's not B natural, but it's not important. The important is the technique of the finger. We close the index and we move the medium. Okay, now with index and medium closed, we move, attention, it's not easy, ring finger. And now, more difficult, with index, medium and ring finger closed, we make a movement, move the little finger, but this is very difficult. The teacher make mistake. If I don't close perfectly, it doesn't arrive. Okay, but these need time. Don't worry if you don't arrive in a day, in a week, in a month. You will arrive to make this note. 140. Attention about the breath. If I close perfectly the note for the G, but my breath is too stark, I can change the note just with the breath. All fingers are well closed, perfectly closed, but if the breath is too. And I can change the note also with the tonguing. No moving, no finger. It's the same for the F. Or with tonguing. But when can we recognize if the finger close well or not? Not easy. Not easy. For example, this is a good G, and this is a bad G. This is a good G. This is a good F, and this is a bad F. This is the good one. Probably you can check if you making long note. It's difficult that a fake note remains the same when it's very long. But if the note is correct, if you make a note long 15 seconds, it will remain exactly the same. If you make a fake note, they don't remain the same in the long note. But if you make a correct G, can go 8-10 seconds, it remains a G. 141, 1, 2, 3, 4. 42, another 42, 1, 2, 3. You cannot do the lower note with the same force start with then you make the higher note. If I make an higher G, I can play very hard. But if I make a lower G, I have to play less. So we can make many things, few things with lower note. With higher note, I can make people dancing. But with lower one, it's not evident. Because they are not a little timid, a little delicate. Pentatonic exercise 143, 1, 2. Okay, stop. We'll see the next lesson. Bye bye.